So this might not be the most visually pleasing video, but I just had some good thoughts that I wanted to get out, because I'm feeling like I'm in a really good place in my life, mentally, physically, emotionally. The things that I can stay centered and go back to, they're very strong in my life. That doesn't mean that I don't get knocked down or things, kind of come about during my week or during my day. So currently I am experiencing a little bit of a loss in my life. Somebody very important to me that I've been close to forever. Whether we've been farther apart or not, just these people stay in my heart for a long time. So when I lose them, in a sense, when we separate, I feel almost like there's a limb missing from me, and I don't like that feeling. I like to keep things good, and I like to at least leave on a positive spin, at least, and know that they're going in the world with, me behind them, and not pushing them from the other side or thinking that I am. So when something like this happens to me, and what I wanted to talk about and just bring into, something I can look back on and maybe something helpful for other people. When I get this way, when I feel inadequate, when I feel imbalanced, when I'm overwhelmed or cloudy, I have now understood myself to be able to take a step back and analyze and assess myself, where I'm feeling this hurt. So quite literally, when we go and we talk to people about our feelings, maybe with a therapist or a doctor or somebody, we're getting them out verbally, we're getting them out of our head in the moment, but they're still festering, and they still can lie dormant in other places and even sneak up on you a little bit later. So I take a bit of a body scan, a checkup, and I just see where I'm feeling a lot of tension. So right now I'm really feeling tension in my shoulders. I did work out yesterday, but I feel heavy. I feel heavy in my shoulders. I feel heavy in my chest. I feel like my throat is very just gunky, and just my feet feel very anxious, and my legs a little bit restless, and just kind of overall there's a restlessness underneath me, but there's a weight on top of me. And I know that a lot of people can really understand where I'm coming from when I say that. So what do we do about it? What am I gonna do? When I was younger and I didn't have all this knowledge, I would have just sat with it. I probably would have listened to music to try and make myself feel better, but ultimately it just kept me in that state of being. And we know, if you know what somatics is and have looked at water or any liquid under a sound, and that there's a vibration, the same thing is happening into our body, okay? Our body is made up of 70% water. So when you're listening to music or you're around a vibration, that vibration is matching you. So you become that energy and that vibration. So if you're listening to really low or depressing music, or maybe some heavier rap with just some aggressive stuff in there, your body and your blood is gonna become that. It's gonna get kind of but if you're able to listen to something more calming, and even nothing weepy, if when I was a kid, I would totally listen to Taylor Swift, and it would make me weepy, and poor me, and it wasn't what I needed. So instead I do listen to meditative music, and sound bowls, or wind chimes or something like that, to help me clear my mind and not put more words in there, but be able to just sort through with what I'm already dealing with. So currently, my body, I feel heavy and restless. And so for me, I know that the loss that I felt is somewhere connected to home, something that gave me a sense of purpose, something that reminded me of myself. So if you are open to understanding yourself by looking at a chakra system, it can be very helpful to break them down, and you don't need to subscribe to anybody's religion or anything to do with like spirituality or anything like that. It's just something to look at. It's like looking at a food chart, okay? You don't need to completely abide by the food chart rules. You just need to look and know that it's available to you to just have an outward view to understand what's healthy to put into your body. So the same thing with the chakra system. It's nice to just look at where you are on your body and see where you can, aid any of those disimbalances or these ailments. I have this habit of taking a breath in before I take a sip of my tea, and that's how you choke. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me. Seriously. So, like, maybe that's why blowing on it is so helpful. Like, you exhale and then you take it in. So anyway, back to me. I've spent the greater part of this week just like feeling kind of humglum, and I'm doing my routine. My eating habits are decent for somebody who's just got a lot going on, and gluten-free and things like that. So I do my best there, but it is something that I know that I need to kind of re-up and make sure that those levels are being tended to. But definitely more specifically, like when you or I feel this, when I feel my blockages, I go to my books and I go and take a look at what's going on. So for the root chakra, the physical symptoms, I'm just going to read them because they're just listed here. So now I'm having hiccups, I'm so sorry. Lethargy, panic attacks or anxiety, digestive disorders, health problems in the colon, bladder, or lower back, unexplained aches or pains in the body, reproductive issues, insomnia, or excessive sleeping. So these are just like a few of the different things. And let's just see. And here's like, you may feel an imbalance, pain or stiffness in your feet and legs, feeling ungrounded, unsafe, and insecure. So, you can totally look at anything and go, oh, well, like, yeah, I associate myself with that feeling or this feeling, or, you can do association by that. But if you're actually feeling it and it's actually describing, then at least there's something that you can do about it. So a lot of those things, I was feeling, like I had said, I feel very like restlessness in my legs. That's not exactly like stiffness or pain, but it just is like a restlessness, and it's just uncomfortable. So there's something that can be done about those things. So all in all, I just wanted to kind of pop on and like say this sort of stuff so that I can go back with it. I haven't posted anything in such a long time. I didn't know if I should have just kind of like kept it closed from that chapter or not. But at the same time, I have things to share, and I never wanted the channel itself to become like dark or like become like a terrible thing. I just wanted to be really honest, and I think that it's really cool that I get to look back on the year that I had and just be able to grow from it and see where I am now. And I want other people to see that. I want other people to understand that because you go through things, or because you have, mental illness or anything like that, that there's something you can do. There's always something you can do, and that's just life. There's always something you can do. It never has to go bad. It never has to end. It never has to cease. can always find something. So here's my little something for the day. Thanks for having a tea with me. And I'm just wishing you lots of love and warmth. So have a good day, everybody.